in 2000, the market for credit default swaps was about $630 billion, but by 2007, it had really ballooned up to $62 trillion. And even within the last year, the market is still about $54 trillion, which is about twice the size of the U.S. stock market and far larger than the $7.1 trillion mortgage market and the $4.4 trillion U.S. Treasuries market. The top 25 banks in 2007 alone were involved in about $14 trillion worth of credit default swaps. And the main thing to keep in mind about credit default swaps is that they are completely unregulated. The Commodity Futures Modernization Act that was passed in 2000 basically exempted credit default swaps and some similar derivative-type instruments from all federal regulation. And there's never been any state regulation of credit default swaps either. So really the only regulation, if you can call it that there was the market itself. And the International Swaps and Derivatives Association is the organization of companies and entities that trade in swaps and derivatives that sort of creates the contracts and the documents and is sort of nominally involved in kind of making sure that the market operates. Their mission statement is to encourage the prudent and efficient development of privately negotiated derivatives business. And they say they do that by promoting practices conducive to the efficient conduct of business, including the development and maintenance of derivatives documentation. And you'll notice the emphasis there on the word efficient, which I think actually is probably code for unregulated. Not surprisingly, the ISDA is keeping a very low profile these days.